Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Nia.
Hi. How's it going?
Are you?
It's going great.
Are you? I'm actually nervous about this.
Why?
One.
Why?
Because I have a feeling that I'm going to get trashed really badly because of.
Yeah. I mean, you might be right about that. You are right about that.
I apologize.
Let's not mince words. You know what?
I apologize.
You apologize, but I mean, it's like.
Oh Jesus! You guys are actually. This is going to be a good one. I don't even know if we're going to get to the advice because I don't think my behavior was that bad. Well, go ahead, set it up, Nia. What is your fucking problem with me this week?
My problem with you is that this week I planned
a
surprise outing for you, specifically for you, something that you wanted to do. And
wasn't my birthday.
It was not
Christmas.
Your birthday, not Christmas, just because I love you and took
How come you don't look at me when you say
I know,
that?
It took a lot for me to say that for some reason. Didn't fly out of me as it normally does so easily. Yeah, and so I planned this thing for you, and yes, we left the house a little bit late. That's for sure.
That's what started. Okay,
That's what started it.
Can I fill in just one little thing here? I have no idea what this is.
She
goes,
surprise,
I got you a surprise. So I'm thinking, all right, am I going to go to a gun range? Is it a sports thing? Are we going to go, is this one of those chick things where it's a surprise for me, but it's really something she wants to do? Like all of a sudden some ballroom dancing class? Like, oh boy, and here's your shiny shirt, sir. I almost couldn't say that. So anyway, so you tell me, yeah, it's right on so-and-so and so-and-so. We don't name shit here, right? So I'm thinking that that's not that far away.
Yeah.
We have to be there by 6.
Right.
Yeah, we really had to be all the way over in East L.A.
Yeah.
So then what happens is we're supposed to be there by 6, and it's like 5:58. We're stuck in traffic, and I look on the Google map thing. Your thing wasn't working. And now I see like we're like 10 minutes away for this thing. I don't know what it is. And I go, what is it? And she goes, I can't tell you. But they just said they're going to start without us. And immediately I'm thinking, like, I'm not going to know how to load a fucking Beretta. And they're just going to hand me a loaded weapon, and I don't know how to get to that point. So the stress was building up.
The stress was building up. The traffic was because it was that time of the night where everybody's traveling and having, so... But, the way that you deal with stress is by, I don't know, becoming more stressed. Or, no, the way that you deal with stress is becoming angry. So everything
became
became
a natural
like,
reaction to stress?
It's your reaction to stress.
Well, what do you do?
Everybody's.
Oh, great. Stress.
No, but I don't get, like, angry and start becoming, like, this evil ogre of anger like you do, which is exactly what you did. And the directions to the place were complicated, and I was trying to read them the way they were laid out because they were laid out a specific. No, but it was also they specifically wrote it that way on the website because it was complicated, and you kept trying to involve Google Maps. And I was telling you that where we're parking is not going to be the same as where we were going. So anyway, by the time we got there,
you were driving me nuts with that. By the way,
what do you mean? I was driving you nuts. I was just trying to
I wasn't trying to get
directions.
to the gingerbread house. I was just trying to get near it. Okay,
that's fine.
And then
but
you go, ignore
but
the computer lady, and the stupid fucking cyber bitch took us the wrong, a longer fucking way. And then you weren't even paying attention. You were so listening to that zombie on your phone that
I wasn't listening to the zombie on the phone. I was reading the directions that were given on the website. I was not employing the Google fucking Apple Maps where it talks to you now, which I think is a great feature, by the way.
Okay.
It wasn't about that. So anyway, by the time we got there, you had a fucking attitude, and it was supposed to be a thing where you walked in and you were like, oh my God, we're doing this. This is amazing. And you were like, with like this fire in your eyes and like,
just in defense
energy.
Of me. In defense
and
of
it
me.
wasn't even fun anymore.
In defense of me, we were standing next to a fucking abandoned factory.
Yeah, it wasn't a weird place.
They're going, look for a white awning. So we start walking towards this rusted out hunk of shit.
Yeah.
That I think they shot like Blue Collar down there in like the fucking late 70s. It's a Richard Pryor movie. And we walk up and you're like, is that a white awning? I'm like, no, it's
I didn't
blue.
know.
And then I go, why don't you call them?
Because I didn't
At this
want to
point,
say...
it's 10 past 6, and I still don't know what I'm doing. All I know is I'm 10 minutes late for doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. I go, why don't you call them? She just called them. You just talked to them. They picked up the phone. And for now, all of a sudden, you don't want to call them. And
because I didn't want to be like, I'm in the middle of the alley. Which way do I go? Like, I mean, I knew we were near there, and I didn't just want to call
We're next to
and
the
be
broken
like,
down factory with the giant smokestack that says so-and-so next to it.
all right,
you could have
fine,
said that.
but
and
I
then
just
I
knew
spotted
we were close.
way down the way.
And it was my thing that I was putting together, and I wasn't stressed out, and you were like, barely containing your rage. You know, you look like you were about to go into like Wreck-It Ralph mode and start punching bricks and shit.
Because you were driving me fucking nuts at that point.
I wasn't driving you nuts. I wasn't doing anything but trying to get us to where we're going. You
know what?
got
I
all in your
agree.
head, and you got all like pumped up, and I see it happening with you. I see your blood pressure rising. Like I am actually looking at you, and I'm seeing your blood pressure rise. Your face is getting all red in the cheeks, and you're like, your jaw is tightening. Your eyes are darting back and forth. Like I know what's going on.
Because you were driving me nuts. Because
Never mind that I'm giving you this thing.
We were like, I know. Never mind that you gave me this thing and you didn't allow enough fucking time to get to the fucking thing.
I was trying to leave earlier, and you were doing your typical thing where you take forever to do. Yes, I am, because this is a Nia log.
Typical thing.
Typical you. You put on one item of clothing at a time at the slowest pace ever. You put your socks on. All slow, and then you slide around the house for a little bit more going, where are my shoes? What shoes should I wear? Where am I going? What are we doing? And it's taking for fucking
That's
ever.
bullshit. I'll tell you why that's bullshit, because you're acting like you're sitting there and you're ready. You're not. You're in there putting your fucking face on. And you're telling me. I had no idea where the fuck we were going, what we were doing. You kept it as a surprise. Should I wear this? Is this okay? Is this footwear okay? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Am I going?
And I told you all that, and it still took you forever to get ready.
You're so full of shit. We walked out of the house. You left the fucking window open and the candle burning.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because
you're doing that thing
because you're
where we're talking
like,
about one thing and you're bringing up something else.
This is what it has to fucking do with it. Is if you were all ready to go, you would have had the fucking candle blown out and everything. You weren't ready
I
either.
blew out the other candle. I forgot that I had two candles going.
Oh, the one that was sitting right in the table next to the fucking door? What if that...
That was the Christmas one. I blew out the Christmas one, but I didn't realize that the other one.
You know what's one of the most
lit.
overrated things ever? Having to blow out a candle. Like, oh my God, what if that little flame leapt 200 feet?
It's always a possibility, I guess. That's why they say you're not supposed to leave candles unattended. That's what got Kat Von D in trouble.
No, it's impossible. You have to be a fucking moron. If you have a candle sitting in the center of a table, you could have a 10-year candle, right? You could come back 10 years later and everything would be fine, other than the wax all over the fucking table. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, probably.
All right? What happens is it melts down, and it creates... Excuse me for my sore throat here. It creates like a fucking crater, and it just keeps burning down and down and down into it. Okay? Do you think the people at the candle store want to deal with a fucking arson lawsuit, a roundabout arson lawsuit every fucking time? They don't. They got them fine. It's morons who light them, walk away from them, and they have them underneath the curtain like some Little House in the Prairie episode. Right?
Which I did not.
No, which you didn't. But you're acting like you were totally ready. You weren't. Listen,
I was ready.
I love the fact that you got me surprised. Can we tell the people what the surprise was?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're sitting there, and I go, it's a pasta making cooking class. Mm-hmm. I have just to pause here for all the guys to be like, what a fag!
You know what? I tweeted a picture of myself at the class last night, and someone identified your arm. It said, get Bill's pasty
freckled
man arm out of that picture, which I thought was hilarious.
So anyway, now we're walking in. We're late for this pasta class. You're pissed at me. I'm mad at you. And we come walking into this class where everybody's just like, tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you like about pasta. And we come walking in, and from there on out, I had a great time, but for some reason you felt that I didn't.
No, that's not true. I think you had a good time. I had a good time.
I whispered in your ears. I said, "This was awesome. This is awesome."
Yes, you were very cute. And the more as we started doing stuff, obviously our mood turned, and we were just having a great time and talking to people, and it was fine.
And
it
I
was
was
a great
social.
time.
I didn't embarrass you.
Right?
I didn't trash anybody.
No, you did. Well, you did, but you did it under your breath.
Oh,
is
that
still
one
funny.
girl when she poured it through the pasta thing. Do I catch it afterward? No, let it fall on the floor. Fucking throat.
No, it was a great time. But I think a lot of people can relate to that story as a couple. You're going to do something that's supposed to be fun, and something happens on the way over there.
I'll tell you this.
And you come in there and you're all like tense with each other. Like if you're going to have dinner with another couple, and the other couple's like, "Wow, so you guys are really."
That's what I don't understand. Why I would actually go to chick flicks if they had a moment like that in the fucking movie, and it was real and it wasn't wacky. I would enjoy that. You know what I don't like? That fucking This Is 40 movie where they got the dude is sitting there taking a shit talking to his wife while he's on the toilet.
Right.
The amount of times they have that never happens in a relationship. Nobody ever gets comfortable enough to be mid-shit shooting the shit with somebody. And I don't want to fucking hear from you if you do on this podcast because you're part of the weird – I could say nobody wants to fuck a dolphin and somebody's going to say, well, actually a friend of mine. I'm just saying, generally speaking, they put that in more goddamn movies. That fucking Dustin Hoffman was taking a shit while De Niro was taking a shower in one of those Meet the Parents things. It's just like, I know it's supposed to be over the top, but that to me, it's
a comedic device.
It's a hacky one. It's been used too many times, and it's based in absolute bullshit. It doesn't happen. And that's to me, that's the kind of comedy I fucking hate the most. Other than clever eyebrow raising, ooh, touche. Other than that shit is when you're too fucking lazy to just pull from what's actually happened in your life. So then you invent. Okay, how do we raise the stakes? Oh, he's taking his shit when he's talking to her. Come
right.
on.
Okay.
Don't say right, okay, like I've made my point. I didn't
You
think
have
I did.
made your point.
I didn't think I did. All right.
You made it.
So anyways, we get in the pasta class.
Yeah.
And me, because of my crust making background, I'm fucking killing it.
You did it. No, you did a really good job. You were in your element because you like to cook. You like to learn about these things. You've been wanting to take a pasta making class.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I missed it on your birthday this past year. I found a place, but it was too late. It was all sold out. So I was thinking ahead.
Can I read through the lines there? I didn't give a shit enough about my boyfriend to fucking allot enough time. How long?
What do you mean?
How long does it take to sign up for a cooking class?
First of all, listen.
Hey, stop sticking your face out at me. You just make
the
your point
class
there,
was booked.
sweetie.
It was a present. Just say thank you, okay? Stop turning it into, oh, you couldn't think of it enough.
I'm not
to,
talking
you're
about
being
that.
Ungrateful.
I'm talking about back in I wanted to do it for your birthday, but there just wasn't enough time.
Well, no, when I started looking at things, remember your birthday this year, we did a series of fun activities that you would want to do. And when I went to find a class, everything that I looked at had, all the spaces were filled up. So I wasn't able to do that. So we did all the other fun things for your birthday, like the concert and the horseback riding.
Horseback riding was your birthday.
And whatever. No, that was your birthday.
No, it was yours.
No, it wasn't.
Was yours.
You are such a fucking liar
what are you
right
talking
now.
about? That was your birthday.
It was not my birthday.
Horseback riding.
Oh my God, you're such a lying sack of shit.
Why is every fucking photo from that day about you on the goddamn horse?
Because you were taking it. I wanted to put it on my Instagram.
That was your day. That was something you did.
That was an activity we did for your birthday, bro.
I didn't want to go horseback. I want to learn to ride a horse. I just want to
That's
sit
what
on
we
the
did.
thing. That was fucking ridiculous. We just sat on the goddamn.
Birthday.
Listen, if
it was
you don't
that,
stop
and we did
sticking
House of
your face out at me. You think that makes me hear it more? Because you're 1/8 of an inch closer? Nia, I want to learn how to ride a horse. Like fucking, oh shit, here comes some zombies. Jump on a horse and ride that thing. It's full fucking speed. I don't want to just sit on it.
That's like a
I'm
series
on some
of classes.
Ride.
That's like an equestrian course.
Stop saying
that was
equestrian.
for you. That was for your birthday, as well as House of Blues. That was all within the same week.
The John Bonham thing. That was the shit. The John Bonham thing, the Brian Tishy thing, that was the shit.
Right, yeah.
That was great. But the horseback riding thing, I really think that I got that for you.
No, I got that, and I got it for you, for your birthday. I don't want to go horseback riding. I like horses and everything, but whatever.
What are you talking about? You were flipping out every time you touched their soft muzzle.
I do like the muzzly wuzzly. I do like the muzzly wuzzly.
Oh, stop
you know what?
that.
We're getting off track. No one wants to hear us, bicker as a couple. That's not entertaining.
Listen,
Let's move on to the next thing.
Somebody's downloading this. They are in a fucking situation in their life that they're getting on a fucking plane. They want it to keep going. What do they want to do?
Entertaining?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They're driving and they're stuck in traffic. This is what these things are for. People don't just like, hey, I'm going to take time out of my day and sit down and listen to these fucking. This is to fucking eat up time when
Right.
you're doing DMV,
Sure.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
Going to the in-laws. Hey, I'm going to go on the back porch
Well,
for an hour and a
ultimately,
half.
did you have a good time at the pasta making class that I got for you?
I had a fucking great time.
You
And now
did?
my OCD is I want to...
Take every class now.
well, I want to... My mother got me that KitchenAid thing years ago, and I had no fucking use for it. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how to use it, and now that I know how to do that, like... but you want to hear the typical fucking scam of these corporate cunts. I asked the lady...
Not really.
Who was teaching the class... Oh, stop it. You do. I asked the lady who was teaching the class about buying the attachments, right? Mm-hmm. And, because I want to make sketty, right? And she goes, oh, well, they have like... because I like the linguine one, and I like, the one where you make the ravioli. Mm-hmm. So they have the attachment. You buy it through KitchenAid. There's a whole clump of them that you get the ravioli, you get the fucking linguine, and then there's like angel hair pasta. Like anybody eats that shit, and then a couple others. But the spaghetti one is sold separately.
Ah.
Yeah, because they know everybody wants the spaghetti one, but you're still going to want
Right.
linguine and the fucking other shit. So.
I mean, it's pretty much this. I mean, I know it's wider or whatever than spaghetti is, but it's kind of like the same fucking thing.
It's like a 4-cylinder versus a fucking 350. It's underpowered pasta. It's bullshit. It's I don't even. What is it for?
What is what for?
Angel hair pasta.
Oh,
it's
angel
like
hair
eating
pasta.
hair.
I like angel hair pasta. It's nice and thin, and I don't know. It's just nice.
So good. Throw that in there. Everybody knows you want the spaghetti one. Well, I could look at it in a positive way, like maybe I just want to make spaghetti. But why would you stop? I don't know. Why would you stop there? But I'm going to go get that attachment now. But we can't go get it because you're taking your little fucking boot camp.
Right. Yes. Starting tomorrow, I am doing a 6 week.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. I have my stupid Invisalign in. It's messing with my teeth. I'm doing a 6-week bikini body boot camp at the place where I take kickboxing. And I'm like half excited, half like not excited. I mean, I'm
kind of like me walking into the pasta class after fighting through rush hour traffic.
Sure. So I'm.
Hey, Bill, you want to take a cooking class right in the middle of rush hour traffic? We'll leave with a half hour.
That was oh my god, oh my god. Anyway,
all right, okay, I was an asshole there. As long as you agree that the horseback riding thing was for you.
It was not for me, and I won't agree to that.
See this, guys? It's all or nothing with her. She doesn't see compromise.
So boot camp. 6 weeks.
Come here, Cleo.
Every Saturday, we have a workout, a weigh-in. There's a meal plan that goes along with it. The whole idea is that you're, optimal weight loss program for 6 weeks. So I'm doing this thing.
So some guy's gonna be screaming at you with his hands on your thighs, adjusting you. Is that basically what's going to happen?
Oh, I wish. No, it's a woman. It's a woman, a really nice woman who does it. But she's really tough too.
Is she older?
No, she's like 30 something.
No, some of the way you said that. She's a really nice woman.
Well, she's a woman.
A class act. This is the way you said it. You made it sound
That's
like she was
because
old.
you refer to every woman, whether she's 80 or 8 years old, a girl.
Is that true?
That is true.
Is that offensive?
Well, it's a little, I mean, if we were talking about Maya Angelou, you'd be like, that girl writes some great poems. You would say that about Maya fucking Angelou. Yes,
that
you
girl,
would. You
would
call
I fucking
everyone
roll
girl.
my head?
No, but you would say you call women girls all the time.
I don't call old women girls.
You called your mother. You said your mother. When you referred to her, you said "girl" at one point.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I didn't. If I did, that was a slip of the tongue.
Okay, well then maybe it was a slip of the tongue.
Girl, I called my mother a girl.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Why are you just making up this shit about me?
I'm not making up shit, but you say the word "girl" for women all the time when you should say "woman." It's not offensive per se.
Well, then get it off my fucking ass about it.
But
I'm
I'm telling
yet
you,
another thing. Am I going to
you
have to go
would
on
call-
TV and
you would
sit
call-
next to a blogger?
You would call Oprah a girl. You would. You would call Hillary Clinton a girl.
No, I wouldn't. I'd call her Clinton. I'd call her Oprah. They've attained me knowing their name status, despite the fact they're not in my life.
Right.
You're just making up shit right now.
I'm not making
all
up
right?
shit.
And then
You
what?
use it
And,
all
and
the
do I do
time.
it while I'm
Use it.
taking a shit talking to you in this relationship?
No, of course not. But yeah, boot camp. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone has ever
say,
done
lady,
boot camp. I want to hear
That's what
about
I
it.
say. I was working with this lady.
Well, before you started getting on the whole lady thing, you said girl a lot. Trust me. You did.
Oh, really? What else did I used to do that used to annoy you? You know what?
I mean,
if this is what these Nia logs are going to be about.
I thought they were.
All right, you want to get to the?
Yeah. Well, I want to hear from people.
Well, listen, don't get too fucking
boot camp. What do you
diesel
mean?
on me.
I'm not going to get too diesel.
Yeah, don't get all fucking.
I'm struggling with the whole thing that's going to be this ridiculous diet plan. But
Jada
hopefully there'll be
Zimbalist Jr. on me.
A cheat day, so that I can enjoy some nice homemade
pasta. Don't get too Serena on me.
Serena looks amazing.
If she doesn't have clothes on. But when she starts wearing, like when you get fucking big like that, you remember back in the 80s when everyone got all roided up? The only time those guys looked like they were in shape is if they were standing there in Speedos. The second they put on a suit, they look fat. They look fat. Yeah, you get too big.
I think Serena looks awesome, and her ass won't quit.
Let me tell you something about that girl.
But has anyone done a boot camp, especially girls, like where you have to do a meal plan? Do you end up sticking by that shit? Because it's a 6-week thing. So you think, all right, this is 6 weeks of my life. That's not forever. That's not so bad. I can hold off on boozing and desserts for 6 weeks. It's not like I'm never going to be able to have them again. But do you just go right back to where you were before? Or is it like, is 6 weeks enough to ingrain in your brain, this is how you should be living your life for the rest of your life?
No.
No?
No. You're going to live it one way for fucking
6 weeks.
30 years. You can live your life one way for like 30 fucking years, and then all of a sudden in 6 weeks you're going to turn around.
Well, we'll see. Tomorrow's the first day.
I'm not trying to shit. I'm just saying you're not just going to go there for 6 weeks and be like, all right, well, I got that down. You got to keep doing it. That's what sucks about working out.
Yeah.
And eating like shit is the easiest fucking thing on the planet.
Well, I mean, I don't completely eat like shit, but I definitely have my moments.
Well, you wait till I get that pasta attachment.
I know. I don't
How great
want
was
you
the
to,
fucking linguine?
Oh, yeah, it was great. We made linguine.
I'll just make
a
it
dill
myself.
linguine. You're not going to make homemade pasta and not give me any. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well,
we made this dill linguine with a vodka salmon sauce, and it was fantastic.
It was fantastic. All right.
Fantastic.
You know what's funny? When we went around the room, we had to share. We were just like, what is your name? How did you get here? And what is the last kick-ass meal you had?
I thought that was cute.
It was, and I was looking at you going, God, I wish I was like Nia. Well, I was just like, that's cute. I just thought, oh, Jesus.
But it was.
My name is Hank. I was drinking around the corner and I saw the light on, and the last thing I had was a fucking hot dog. And it just who gives a shit?
Because everybody likes to bond over food.
I know. You're right. You're right. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. All right. I'm now paranoid that the chef is going to hear this and then think that I'm an asshole. But evidently, you already do, so who cares? All right.
Too late.